Shot the shit out of that, let it be right here.
Hey you guys, and we are back for another video. This video I'm gonna show you how I made barbecue sticky wings, and it's very simple and easy. So the ingredients you basically gonna need is either all-purpose flour or self-rising flour. I like to use the self-rising flour instead. Gonna need some cornstarch. You can use, this is optional, but this is all I'm gonna use since I'm gonna be barbecuing it. Well, putting barbecue on the wings. So salt and pepper, and your choice of oil. Now this is the oil I'm using, canola oil, to deep fry the wings first. So let's get started. First thing you do is season your meat. So I'm putting salt on it everywhere because I want the meat itself to have some flavor. Okay, I have my meat seasoned with some salt and pepper. Mix that all around. Make sure your hands is clean. And then you're gonna, I'm gonna wash my hands. Then you're gonna put your flour in. So what you're gonna do is coat the wings. So you pour the flour on top of it, like what I'm doing. You pour just enough. And then you're gonna pour some of the starch in that helps stick it. Alright, that's enough. I'm basically eyeballing it, so I guess you just gotta practice and see how it come out again to your liking, because you want it to coat the wings. It don't matter if it get messy. That's what cooking is about. Getting messy and eating good, some good food. So make sure all your wings is really coated with this flour. Now, I'm gonna show you the next step and wash my hands. And this is also optional. You can stop here and then just fry them like this, or you can take some milk and pour on top of it. And I'm just using about this amount that's in these little containers. And then I'm going to pour some more flour on top of that. A little bit more. That's it. And just a little bit more cornstarch. Again, mix that all around. See, now it's gonna feel all sticky because it's wet. But you want to make sure you mix this real good. Just make sure you mix it real good. Just toss it. What's on the bottom to the top. You can let that sit. It's best that you let it sit on there before you fry it. Let it sit for a good 5 to 8 minutes. Okay, you guys, we are back. My area is clean, as you can see. So it's time to put some chicken in the deep fryer. Now I'm gonna use my tongs just cause at this point I don't really need to use my hands. So when you fry or deep fry anything, do not pack it. You want it to cook at the right temperature. So if you have a small deep fryer, a smaller deep fryer than I do, put, I guess, about three wings in. You don't want to pack it, it's not going to cook right. So I'm going to put 4 in for my basket. My basket is like this size. So I got 4 in. I'm going to drop it and then put my top on. And that's all you're doing for this part. We'll come back and then I'll show you the next step. Alright, y'all, be back. Now, what I did was went ahead while it was cooking, the chicken was cooking, made my barbecue sauce. Now you can make your barbecue sauce however you like. These are the stuff that I put in my barbecue sauce: liquid smoke, apple cider. I use Stubbs, the original barbecue sauce, and I also use this cheap one to test it out. I was testing this one out to see, you know, if I like it or not. So I don't really like it because it's so thin or whatever. So whatever. But I use that. And I use Worcestershire sauce. Sorry if I'm not saying it right, but y'all already know what I mean. I use ketchup and mustard. I don't have that one. I guess I put that one back in the refrigerator. Also, I put sugar in my barbecue sauce, okay? And that's what I came up with, this right here. Okay. Oh, one more thing, lemon juice. So you know how you have you're trying to get the rest of the sauce out of the bottles, and you pour water in there. So instead of pouring water, you can either pour apple cider vinegar or some lemon juice in here. Shake it and pour it in there. That way you're not diluting the flavor of the barbecue sauce, if that makes any sense to anyone. Okay, so I'm gonna take a pan. I had this extra pan from the holidays. So you're gonna take your pan and put your chicken all in there. Again, make sure your hands are clean. So you're working with the chicken. Make sure your chicken is not too hot either. And let it cool some. Okay, so you're just gonna pour your barbecue sauce on top of the wings. Just make sure you get it everywhere, cause you're gonna toss it, but you want to make sure you get them everywhere. And that's my baby that y'all hear. There's no way to do this without noise. So that's what you're gonna hear. Now you can use tongs or you can use your hand. You're gonna eat it, you might as well. Toss them up, make sure all of it get coated in the sauce. You see some that don't have none, go ahead and put the sauce on there and pour in the rest. Now make sure all of it is coated in the sauce. You can do this in a bowl as well, and then pour it in your pan. But that's what I'm about to use, that same bowl I had. But first I need to wash my hands. The same bowl I had, I'm just gonna take all these wings out. And there was no way for me to do this without Well, do this in a bowl. That's why I put it in a pan to do it. So if you have a larger bowl, you can do pour your barbecue sauce on your chicken in that large bowl, because you don't want all this sauce in the pan when you're trying to cook it. We're gonna put the chickens back in this pan. Put it back in the pan, because now you can stop at this, just leave it like this and put it in the oven. But I'm gonna put some honey on mine, so I'm just gonna dab some honey everywhere on it. The honey depends on your liking. Okay. I'm going to foil it up. I got my oven on 400 degrees. I'm going to let this sit in the oven for about 10 minutes. With the foil on. I'm gonna come out of the oven. You can always spray your pan so that the wings won't stick to the bottom. I didn't do that. I should have. I'm gonna pour some more barbecue sauce on it. You can toss them around if you want, but you don't really need to. Alright, just make sure they're not sticking to the bottom of the tray. You're going to put it back in the oven, but this time you're going to put it on broil. And you're going to put it on the top rack. I'm going to show you guys. So what you do is, it say bake, make sure it's not blurry. Bake, broil, right? So you push broil, well, to cut off bake, push broil, and you can either on this type of stove I have high or low. Okay, so I'm going to put it on low. Okay, you guys, we are back and we are done. We are done with the chicken wings that we had in the oven on broil. It basically glazed the sauce. Whatever sauce you put on your wings, it glazes it when you put it on broil. And it browns it. So that is the wings. And not only is these wings going to be sticky and delicious, they're also going to be sticky and crunchy because we fried it. Okay, so you fried it and then baked it for about 10 or 12 minutes, and then you put it on broil to caramelize that barbecue sauce on the wings. Okay, make sure you try this out. If you haven't already, subscribe and remember to like this video, and I'll see you in the next cooking video.